Forget that you're mad and just say wow, 'cause NEAS is monthly now. First it was not a show, then it was a show, and now it's a magazine, a video magazine. We still have pranks and we still have fun, but now we'll just be getting it done in a magazine called NEAS Monthly Weekly. One thing everybody knows about Grease is it's hard to get out of things. That's right, folks. Grease Williams back hosting once again. Last week when I discovered they were going to fire me, I barricaded myself in the studio, and I've been living here ever since, surviving off of the hot sauce bottle I keep in my pocket and some drips of water that come off of an exposed pipe in the ceiling. I'm going to die soon, but then they'll still have to get in here and they'll have to haul out my dead body, and that's no fun. But you know what is fun? This week's episode, as we've got a high-definition stand-up comedy set from Daryl Kraft, plus 2 interviews with 2 very controversial candidates. First things first, though, we tried to get Jack Posobiec, or however you pronounce his name, a few months ago, but the audio got corrupted. However, we laid and waited, we waited for the moment, and we laid around, and moment waited, and we got him again, and you're gonna hear it. Check it out. They drink prank shakes, they eat prank bars, they are known as the infamous prank stars.
Hello. Hey, morning, Jack. My name's Steve Peters. I'm calling from the Coalition of Canadian Truckers.
Hey, how are you?
Not too bad. The call's being recorded, just so you know. I'm phoning in an official capacity from the office. So, first off, thanks so much for all the support and the help that you've given to us. I was just curious if we could make one small request. Is that possible?
What's going on?
Would you be able to stop posting about it? We're trying to distance ourselves from nerds. We don't really want nerds associated.
Errol Weber and Laverne Spicer are both running for office, and they've both made a name for themselves with outrageous tweets. Laverne Spicer tweeting that they ought to let Kyrie Irving play without a vaccine because they let Magic Johnson play with full-blown HIV. And Errol Morris tweeting that he refused to concede in his election despite the fact that he received less than 15% of the vote. We talked to both of them, and it was great. Check it out. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Butch's interview show. They give me a show on to do interviews on with guests and candidates and people from politics and exciting stuff about politics. And today I'm joined by Errol Weber, and he's running for Congress. He wants to be on the Congress. And Errol, this is a green screen behind me. I'm actually in a studio. I'm not in outside by Golden Gates Bridge. Just to give you just a heads up, it's movie magic, sort of. But you are running to be on a Congress?
I'm running for Congress in California's 47th district.
And you're taking another stab at it from different district. Now my question is, did you concede from the last one on the 2020? Because I didn't think you were going to concede I think you're going to see if they were going to count more on the votes.
It is not a good practice to concede an election that you believe has election errors.
Oh, so
I
but
personally
you
I
are.
personally
Oh,
saw
sorry.
election errors.
You saw
Yeah,
errors in it, and you thought maybe.
yeah.
You thought maybe we're gonna find 200,000 votes. Maybe sometime. Maybe we're gonna make up for six times. Shum got 6 times the amount of votes. But I did have a good idea for you. If you ever go against Karen Bass, that's her name, right?
Isn't she running for LA mayor
But
this time?
if you ever go against her again, and you could say to her, "Oh, why don't you go fishing?"
Okay. Well, one of the things.
Do you think that this is a good smart question that I thought of?
Which question?
Do you think politics is like movies and needs a hero?
I believe in the world of politics, we need a lot more people who are representatives.
Like in
A lot
movie,
of
but what about how it is to him? Because you do on movies, right?
I produce documentaries, yes.
You make movie magic.
In some instances, I was actually talking to a director last night about how we were recreating the action of the movement inside the back of a cargo van.
That's
and
magic.
People would think that they were filming,
That's
that we
magic.
were filming a moving truck, but we were actually just
when
pushing against the side of the van.
When I watch a movie sometimes, and it's like I see something and I think, what the heck? You know, how they gonna do that? But I think politics needs more movie heroes, in my opinion, on movies. And do you think you have a chance on this election? I was looking at who you're up against, and she's very famous and popular.
I believe that we need.
Her name's Katie Porter. Do you know that that's who you're running against? Is a Katie Porter?
It is Katie.
She's on
Porter.
the TV. She's on the TV all the time, and she's very famous. I know you're a movie guy, so you think the TV's not so big, but in politics, interestingly enough, TV can be bigger than movies. So do you think because she's famous and popular and people like her and they don't necessarily want to vote for you or like you as much that you might have a hard time to win?
I believe that this district has a lot of promise, especially considering that right now.
Can you just move district if you don't win? You can just go try a new district.
So
that's cool.
Let me answer your previous question.
Well, we've actually run out of time, unfortunately. They only give Butch a little bit of time on his show. It's my first time to host on a show, and they don't give me very much time. So I really wanted to do the movie questions, and I really wanted to find out if you concede. Did you concede on 2020 yet?
No.
Oh, you didn't? Congratulations. Thank you so much for the interview, Errol. You have a great day, sir.
All right. You have a great day.
Bye-bye. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Craft Corner. I am, of course, touring stand-up comedian Daryl Kraft. I am touring comedian, not necessarily with everything, not need to get into that, but at the level of a touring stand-up comedian. And we like to talk about humor, but also politics here. And we're joined today by Laverne Spicer. Laverne, thank you for joining us on the Craft Corner.
Thank you, Daryl, for inviting me on.
You're sort of somebody who has made a name for yourself saying a little bit shocking things. In the comedy world, if you were a stand-up comedian, we would call you a shock comic. And I think I'm kind of a shock comic myself, so I think we have a lot in common as far as the type of people that we are. And so are you a fan of stand-up comedy? Do you love the art form and respect it?
Yes, I am definitely a fan of stand-up comedy, and I think laughter is medicine.
It's the best medicine is what I always say. And speaking of which, you said a really funny thing a long time ago. The mainstream media kind of jumped on it. You were talking about the vaccine with Kyrie Irving, and you said, they won't let Kyrie Irving play, without a vaccine, but they let Magic Johnson play with full-blown HIV, which I thought was very, very funny and very shocking, but also not just a joke, because it was also true. And I think a lot of people tried to call you out, but I think you were trying to make a very important point. A lot of people said, HIV is not an airborne virus, so it can't travel through the air. But I think the point you were trying to make was, sure, that's the case, but what would happen if one of Magic Johnson's teammates, or perhaps a player on the other team, decided to take his shorts down in the middle of the game, bend him over, and have unprotected penetrative sex with them? Then it would be an issue. That was the point you were trying to make, right?
Something like that.
Something like that, yes.
Something like that.
or even a coach could have decided, I want to have unprotected penetrative sex with Magic Johnson right now. Then it would be an issue.
Yes, it would.
So that is very, very, very funny. Very, very good. You have a lot of good, shocking stuff. Can we just give me 1 second? I just need a pick break.
Okay.
Was that funny? Okay. See, I didn't.
Okay.
That's fun because sometimes I don't even know. When you're a stand-up comedian, sometimes I don't even know when I'm being funny. Just like you, it doesn't seem like you even necessarily always know when you're being funny. But you often are being very funny in the stuff that you say, and a lot of your tweets are very, very funny and very, very shocking. And I was wondering if potentially would you consider going on tour with me?
No.
No. Oh my God, on the stage okay, let you finish. Go ahead.
Well, I was touring and doing stand-up comedy because I'll be honest, I was looking at the numbers and I don't want to be disrespectful, but I was looking at the numbers. You don't seem like a super viable political candidate, but I think you could do it as a stand-up comedian, perhaps.
I don't know. For one, numbers are changing. Look at the Democratic Party, what they're doing.
Yeah.
More people.
None of them are even being funny at all. I noticed a lot of their tweets are all just totally serious. And to be clear, I hate them also. But anyways, thank you for your time, Laverne. I think this was a really, really good interview. We got really right down to the crux of some of the issues, and I thank you for coming on.
That's it.
Yeah, I don't have any more stuff to say to you. It's like, if you're not into the stand-up comedy angle and you don't want to go on tour with me, then I'm not
no,
like.
No, it's something to think about, but it's just, it kind of came as a shock to me. So.
Well, that's what I do. I do shock comedy. That's what it's all about. We turned it all, and we brought it all back to the start. Thank you so much. Laverne, we're on a really tight time thing here. Okay. So normally the people hang up at this point. Normally they've already hung up because they've sort of realized what an absolutely outrageous situation they're in. But you haven't hung up, and I think it sort of speaks to how outrageous you live your life on a day-to-day basis. So congratulations on that, Laverne, and good luck in the in whatever it is you do. I don't know. See ya.
Thank you.
A few weeks ago, Daryl Kraft did a stand-up comedy set, and we presented it to you, but the audio and video weren't great, and so this time around, we got a professional crew together and filmed the set, which had a full audience, but went so much worse. Check it out. So many people we could meet if we just take it to the street. Take it to the street.
So this next guy, we've run in. I've heard he's a little problematic, but give him everything. We're giving him a shot on here tonight. Please keep it going for Daryl Kraft, everybody.
Why is the fucking music still playing? Cut the music. Hey everybody, how you guys doing? This is, as I mentioned, of course, this is an amateur night, as they said off the top, but sometimes there's pro drop-ins. Sometimes a pro will drop in to do a set. Like a touring comic, sometimes will drop in, touring level comic will drop in to do the set. Sometimes, even though it says amateur on the show. I'm filming my set tonight, everybody. I'm filming my set for YouTube, everybody. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. I'm using an HD camera, high definition camera. You can see my cameraman's right there. It's no fucking, it's not a fucking little cell phone bullshit. It's a real deal. HD camera, better camera than you're going to see on the Tragedy on Macbeth movie. I watched that movie. I thought, wow, not a great camera that you got there. Not even HD, really. So my set is for is called Cancel Me Please. You guys familiar with cancel culture? What's happening with it nowadays? By a round of applause, you fucking idiots. So I'm basically doing a set to dare the people. Cancel me, please. Go ahead, I dare you to. Let's see you do it. Share it around to everybody and say how much you hate it. And cancel me if you dare. So when I start filming it and doing it, we're gonna obviously everybody's gonna get the fucking vibes, the sort of energy up a little bit when we start filming it. Oh, we're gonna do orders now. Okay, get those out of the way. But everyone's gonna get their energy up. I am gonna mention that I'm headlining, and that when we do the set, I'm gonna allude to headlining. I'm not obviously headlining the show, but it's just for the purposes of joke, that's all. Just for the purposes of a joke, so. Hey, if you guys are done ordering, then maybe I'll get started. You know, I'm filming something. Okay, so here we go. So I'm your headliner tonight. I'm headlining. My name is Darley Kraft. Oops, I mean Daryl. That's fucking in the middle of when I'm recording. I make a fucking error like that. Uh-oh. Wow, Daryl Kraft. She's trying to avoid eye contact. So Jesus Christ had a big, uncut, juicy, meaty cock. Fucking 8-incher, had an 8-inch uncut, juicy, meaty cock on him. Used to love to use it to get sucked and fucked by men and women. He was bisexual. Yeah, that's right. It's got... Oh, okay. You guys religious? Anybody, round of applause, religious in here then? Okay, only a couple of people religious. What's the explanation then for that? What's the explanation for the lack of response from you guys then? A vivid imagination. Excuse me? Oh, you want to try to go toe-to-toe with the master? Oh, I fucking dare you. Who said that and what did you say? You said a vivid imagination? Yeah, vivid entertainment porno. People say I'm unoriginal and I don't come up with my own material, and I always say, did I do that? That's not one of my cancel jokes. You guys you can laugh at that one. That's not one of the ones that you're supposed to not react to. That's one of the ones you can laugh at. Let's take it one more time. People say I'm unoriginal. And whenever they say that to me, I say, did I do that? Oh, and the drinks have arrived. Oh, look, 4 waters for fucking Ned Flanders and the crew. So here's my closer. This is what I close with. What do you call a blind baboon with his friggin' thumb stuck up his ass, doesn't even know what the hell's going on? What do you call a blind baboon, finger stuck up his ass, doesn't know what's going on? Justin Trudeau. Thank you very much.
We gave him a chance, you guys.
All right, everybody, that's the end. You can head over to the Patreon episode, aka the Minor Leagues, where Cartoon Chris does the hosting and where he will continue to do the hosting. His hosting is terrible, but the episode itself is great. It's the Green Host Revival episode as we check in with Matt Connerton. You're not going to want to miss that. There's also another fake interview on there that's an absolute beauty. I'm starting to feel weak, and I think I'm going to pass out, to be honest with you. This happens a couple times a day, though. Don't worry about it. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.